Hey guys, welcome to the Bjorn channel. Today we're just going to be discussing some basic combat skills to get you acquainted with Life is Feudal Your Own and Life is Feudal MMO. First things we're going to go over is talking about how to equip your gear and your weapons in your inventory screen. Yeah, can you not back there? So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to open your menus. So some of you have different key binding. It's usually P. I like to use T. It's a throwback to your own. Once you open that up, you're going to be able to see a tree in your inventory equipment stats. You'll see a human being looking down with a leaf as a dick, and that will be your man. He also has nipples very high up on the shoulders, which is not anatomically correct, but we're going to work with it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your inventory. Like I said, you're going to press T or P or whatever it is to open your equipment and stats. You're going to double click on those armor sets. Now, if you want to make it easy and you want to be high speed, you're going to go down all the way to your stat bar. Fuck, what is it called, Benedict?
Hot bar.
Yeah, hot bar. Alright, so I'm going to unequip my armor for you guys to see what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
Easy.
Dude.
Yeah, calm down. So what you're going to do, again, is you can either double click and put that torso armor on, or you can actually click on your helmet by dragging it down into your hotbar. Find one that's open. You can use, I think 4 is the closest one that's open. And you can move those around later by pressing F10 in your interface, but we'll go over that at a different time. So you drag your helmet down into one of those squares, and you'll see your helmet in the square. You just click on it, and it puts the helmet on. And you can do this for all of your armor. And the benefit of doing this is that if you have to take it on and off fast, whether you're getting on a horse, getting off a horse, whatever the purpose may be, you don't have to go find them in your inventory and double click everything. It's just right there on the hotbar. The same thing goes for your weapons, but there's a difference. You don't want to drag your weapons into your hotbar. Okay, so where you see 1, 2, 3, and 4, do not drag your weapons into those slots. You're just going to drag your weapons into the 4 squares where the human being with the leaf penis is and the high nipples. You're just going to drag them in there. That's all you're going to do. So we take it off, we drag, and we drop, we put it on. And you will see in the designated slots below where your weapons are. 1 is the left side, 2 is the right side, 3 is the left on the back, and 4 is the right on the back. And that's all you have to do. So we're going to continue on with this. Right now, what we're going to do is talk about some basic combat builds, and we're going to practice left to right swings. So the first build that I'm going to showcase is the sword and board. Now, right now I'm using a falchion and a targe shield, but this combination could be different. There's multiple different types of shields and one-handed weapons you can use. I'm also rocking the scale armor. You can use different armor, but it's recommended to use scale armor when you are using a one-handed weapon. All right. The next one is a spear build. It's not as common. It's actually pretty uncommon, but there are guys out there that use it, and there's the spear. The third one, if my assistant will show you, is the assaulter class, usually dressed in half plate and using a two-handed weapon like a flamberge, a broadaxe, or a bardiche. And there's other weapons too in that field. So this is Benedict St. Clair, my retarded third uncle / cousin.
Hey man, take it easy, dude. Chill out. Tone it down a little bit, all right?
So Benedict's going to demonstrate left to right swings. Now the importance of mastering your left to right swings on command is in certain engagements you may want to get around somebody's shield. If I was holding a shield up, he may want to get around it. If I was presenting this way and my shield is at him, he may sidestep to the right and line up a right to left swing. It wouldn't work if it was the other way around. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, depending on your controls, standard Life is Feudal controls, your mouse will be somewhat inverted. So you're going to drag your mouse to the left and click at the same time, and that's going to line you up a right to left swing. So Benedict, go ahead and show him. So you're dragging your mouse to the left, and you're cocking that swing back. And now you're going to do the same thing the other way. You're going to move your mouse to the right, and you're going to cock back and press the left mouse button, and it's going to give you a right to left swing. And now a quick exercise for this is going back and forth and canceling your swing by pressing right click. Now you can follow through like Benedict's doing because you can't follow instructions, or you can right click and hold the swing. There you go. And this is also a great way to fake out an opponent when you're trying to go for a different strike. Once you master these left and right swings down, you'll feel much more comfortable in an actual fight. All right.
It also works for thrust as well.
Oh yeah, so I guess we'll go over thrust now. All right, so for thrusting, it's the same thing. Standard setup is scroll wheel up, and then left click to engage, or you can just follow through with your mouse wheel. Now, if you're going to use thrust as a main option, i.e. using a spear, you're going to want a mouse that offers some sort of tactile click when you scroll up. That way, if you look at my spear, you can pull it back, hold it, and then left click to engage. Whereas if you didn't have that, you'd just be kind of going through the motions, and you don't want this. You want to be able to hold the spear back, walk around with it, and engage when you want to.
I surrender!
All right. What else? What else? What we got? Shield blocks. Let's do that. All right, next thing we're going to demonstrate is a shield block. This is a static shield block, very basic. It's just getting you used to your shield AoE, which is your area of effect. Now, in Life is Feudal, things are a bit wishy-washy. It's got its own combat style. Things don't actually hit where they're supposed to hit. I can take a spear, move it out here, and hit him as I swing it, which is an advanced technique. So just understand your weapon and what you're using. Each shield, each weapon is going to be different. But anyways, here's a static shield block. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to right click when I see him swing, and it's going to block. Now you do have to aim, so if you don't hit the mark, you won't be able to block it. All right. Now, what I want you guys to notice is that when you block and you time it correctly, the shield is going to take the damage, and you're not going to take the soft damage. All right. But if I get hit in the shield, I'm going to get hit for soft damage, losing soft health damage. So if you look at your health bar, you'll see that there's 2 bars. Now, if you're coming to this combat tutorial, you should understand the basic UI of Life is Feudal by now. You should be able to master the PvE aspect and all other aspects of the game before you dive into combat, and you really want to get into it and understand it. So everything that I'm describing here on the UI, I'm barely going to touch over it because you should already know what it is. When you look at your health bar, you'll see the top bar, soft health damage. This is what's going to translate. So if Benedict hits me in the shield, it's still going to give full damage, but it's just going to translate to my soft health instead of my hard health. All right. So the only way to mitigate that is if you time it right with the shield and you actually block it. You'll see that you don't take any soft damage at all, or your shield breaks. Holy shit! All right, great. That leads me to my next thing: parrying. All right. So parrying is actually quite difficult, and it takes a long time to learn. My main tip for all of you watching: stick to one build, stick to a certain type of weapon, and master that before you do anything. The worst mistake you can make in Life is Feudal combat is to bounce around from weapon to weapon. Okay? You've got guys and girls that have been playing this game for a long time,
Okay.
thousands of hours.
All right. Can you tone
what?
it down a little
What?
bit, dude? Seriously, just get to the point. Get to the point.
Anyways, let's show you parrying. So we're practicing our left to right swings. He's going to give me a swing, doesn't matter where. And if he can hit me. So, like you just saw, a successful parry. Now, the way to parry, okay, very simply put, first step is aiming. Before you even click anything on your mouse, you need to aim. All right? Aiming is done pretty fast, and you don't have a lot of time. So when he lines up that swing, I have to be able to aim. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously click my right mouse button. And when I click the right mouse button, I only have so long to do it. As you see right there, he actually hit me because I pressed it and it went away. So if you look here, this is me holding the right mouse button down. It doesn't stay there. It actually goes away. So we have to time it right. So go ahead and give me another swing. And this side. Now you'll see on your screen, if you guys are practicing this, that you are going to take hard damage still, but it's definitely a lot lower than what it would be. So right now I'm taking about 7 to 8 damage per shot, but if I didn't block that, I'd take about 28 or 30. So now yeah, no, it's fine. Go ahead and interrupt me. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow, dude, my bad.
Wow, fine.
So sometimes whenever you do a parry, you get a special attack also. So Lucian, go ahead and give me a good old juicy thrust. Whoa there, take it easy. And then an icon will pop up on your screen for a special, and it's usually a right to left swing. And see how I'm holding the sword? This is me getting ready to do my counterattack. Now with the counterattack, you cannot parry a counterattack or a special attack. And watch how fast this does. Now try to parry, Lucian. Well, that was my bad. See, I suck. So anyway, that's how a special is done out of a counter parry.
Yep. And basically, so with that, this is the Assaulter class, and we'll definitely get into more advanced and intermediate videos talking about those kinds of parries and specials to help you guys out. All right, cool. So the next thing we're going to go into in this basic tutorial is sprinting and willpower management. Okay. Now, the first thing in for a combat setting, you want to be the super uber PvPer, shit posting YouTuber like us. You want to be able to have your UI set up in a proper fashion. Now we'll post a pic of a few different setups of UIs where you can see your willpower is dragged across the bottom of your screen. It's right in your face, so you don't stam out. Stamming out is how you die in this game, okay? So all those hard-earned hours you had making the gear and everything, you're gonna die because you didn't watch your stam. So we'll post some pics about that, okay? So the first thing you want to do to test out your stam management is you pick the weapon of your choice, you stand still, and you swing until you stam out. So go ahead, Benedict. Hello? There you go. That's 2. Keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's it.
That's it. And he would have stammed out after that one. So now he knows that his limit in a static position is 7 shots with a flame bridge, with the stats that he has. Okay? Because strength does play a factor in how many times you can use your weapon. All right? So he knows he's got 7. Now what he's going to do is he's going to step back. He's going to sprint in till his sprint stops. And then he's going to start swinging until he stams out. So he's going to swing in the sprint. He's going to swing, swing, swing.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, and that's 4. So he knows that in a full sprint, while swinging, he's got 4 swings he can use. So he's got 7 static, 4 sprinting. And this is just a basic concept for you guys to take with you to understand your builds and how you're going to be able to use those in the game. So right now we're going to practice on aiming, another very important concept in the game. Now people think this is just a swing fest, and you can take your little falchion out and just start swinging, and there's no aiming, there's no side to side, there's no direction, it's just a swing fest. Well, if you want to be that guy, you can, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're on this tutorial, I'm guessing you don't want to be. So the first thing you're going to want to do after you've mastered everything else, and keyword there is after you master everything else, you can focus on aiming. Now, the most...
Are you a master or something, dude?
Yeah, so the most vital part of the body that we want to hit is the head. All right? So we're going to want to aim for the head, and this is going to be the primary spot you want to aim. Now, as you can see, Benedict's in a female character. I'm in a male character, so you're going to have to compensate for that. Is that the right thing to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to compensate for that. So it's going to be a lot harder for me to hit Benedict if I haven't trained fighting female characters, if I'm used to hitting male characters by aiming up here, right? So we just aim and we practice on each other. So
Give me a
Benedict
good.
goes, sit up.
Wait. Just give me a good juicy
Why are you
overhead.
bent over?
I just want you to hit me in the back of the head, dude. A good juicy overhead. Oh.
And that right there is thanks to Bobik. My falchion just went through his damn head, so appreciate that. Anyways, there it was. All right, so here's how we're gonna aim. You're gonna take your weapon of choice. You're both gonna be in combat stance, and you're gonna trade. So I'm gonna aim for the foot, and you're not gonna block it. All right. Well, he didn't heal.
You are a master, dude. What the hell?
I'm not funny at all. Why am I doing videos? What we're going to do is we're going to aim. All right. So last we were doing the feet. We're just going to work our way up the body, just like a Christmas tree. Hit the torso, and he's going to hit me.
Yeah, he thinks this is a game.
And he hit me in the forearm. So now it's my turn. There's the forearm. There's a miss. And now we're going to do headshots. That's torso. You got to hit my head. And there you go. And so you can keep doing this, working your way up and down, and practicing your skill shots. Now, if you don't have another person to practice on, obviously there's a training dummy that you can make, and you can practice this on the training dummy. I don't know why I make videos. I'm terrible at it.
I don't know why I'm living right now. I'm terrible at it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the next thing we're going to go over before we end this video, for the love of God, is we're going to go over female and male character differences really quick, okay?
Oh God, here we go.
So if anybody's
What's
about to
the
get
difference?
triggered and you think that the feminist Nazis are going to come after you or the patriarchy is here, just understand that this is a Viking guild, so guess what? The patriarchy is here.
And I'm a transformer.
You just can't tell because he's wearing his helmet.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, little tits. So, female versus male character. Clearly, if we stand side by side, there's a height difference. Now, this also translates over to when you're using a horse. Okay, if you're lancing, which is going to be a whole entirely different series, the horse is smaller, you're smaller. It changes everything. Now, females also don't have the same jump advantage that we have, just because of the height, and they also don't have the same reach. All right, but the benefit of using a female character is they're extremely hard to hit. They can duck around, very small, present a small target, and move seemingly faster than a male character could. All right, so if you want to be able to be agile, you want to present a small target, and those other factors don't play into your build, then go for a female character. if you want a male character, the obvious cons are that they're bigger or easier to hit. It's the standard character that most people use.
That's
But
if you enjoy the patriarchy too, of course.
yeah, we're not talking about gender because gender is clearly a social construct. But if you go for the male
Got 'em.
character, you're going to have a longer reach. You're going to be able to sit higher on your horse. The horse itself is going to be bigger while you're lancing. And you're going to be able to jump higher and a few other things that most men have advantages over women anyways. Wouldn't you agree?
Wow, take it easy, dude.
My bad. Remember, guys, it's all about the role play. So I'm just going to demonstrate really quick a brief battle. We're not going to go and do advanced moves or techniques. We're just going to focus on the basic moves we just learned. Okay? So for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to use a falchion because for all intents and purposes, a spear is a pretty advanced weapon that takes a lot of practice.
Okay, all right. We get it.
It takes mastery at all levels. Clearly,
Yes,
most
okay.
people don't do it. It's not the meta. So if you use a spear, basically what I'm saying is you have a gigantic penis.
Your mother's a whore, dude.
We have the same mother. All right, so we're gonna do a quick little fight. I'm about to die, so let's go for it.
Okay.
All right, we'll go half speed. So we're just throwing in some basic parries, some basic shots right to left. And as you can see, I got stunned. Special comes in, and he misses because he's too close and there's a blunt shot. I get a block on the parry. Nope, I held it too long. I missed. I come in, I shoot for it. I come in again, shoot, 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 shoot. And I stammed out. Oh no! And, and I got blunted and then I died. So there's a very basic tutorial of how to fight. It may not make sense to you guys right now. There's a lot to cover in Life is Feudal PvP. I realize I'm talking as a ghost right now. My body's not there, but just understand that this is going to take a while. All right. Most people, when they get to a level that they feel comfortable at in this game to fight at, it could take them hundreds of hours of practice. So get with your buddies, find a training server, find a practice server. Bjorn has our own practice server.
Not just any server. BjornArdler.com.
BjornArdler.com. Come to our server, come to our training server, hit us up in Discord. You guys are always free and welcome to train. You don't have to join, you don't have to do anything. You can always just come over, hang out. If you need people to teach you how to fight, we'll be there. We're on, most of us are on all the time. We have no lives. And just come by.
And anything works for us, dude. Seriously. I'm desperate.
Yeah, so basically, guys, just come on in and hang out with us. Again, BjornArdler.com. You can go into our Discord, come say what's up, hit us up in the training channel. If we've got more tutorials to come, and hope you guys follow us, and hopefully they find a new host because I suck at life and I'm not good at this. Take care.
KYS, dude.